Right, so we're going to have a look at the intro section of Blackbird by the Beatles. Blackbird singing to the dead of night, take these broken wings and learn to fly. All my life, you and I are waiting for this moment to arise. I know it might sound really technical, but a few lessons ago we did the Brain Damage by Pink Floyd, which is that folk picking, if you listen to this. We worked on that and I showed you how easy that was to put together. And if you listen to this part of Blackbird, it's that Travis picking, it's called, so it's quite a famous sort of folk picking pattern. So if you notice, it's the same. And all the in-between bits are kind of a bit easier. It's sort of them bits that sound the complicated bits. Okay, so let's just have a look at the first line. Right, okay, so here's the first bit. If you play the 3rd fret on the top string and pluck the 2nd string at the same time, and then you play this open G string, the 3rd string up. Actually, I just want to make you aware of, see this 0 on the 3rd string is constant all the way through this piece. You'll see that 0. So you always, everything you do, you're going to jump to that 3rd string there and play a 0. Okay. So here's the first move. So you maybe want your thumb on this top one and a finger to hit this one. The second little section, you put in your first finger on this 1st fret, 2nd string up, and you're plucking the 5th string open, and obviously the open G after it. Now the next move is this first finger goes on the 2nd fret here, on the 5th string, and then down here on the 2nd string you want to hit the 3rd fret and then the 0. I'm going to show you what that looks like up front. So you got this, and then here I'm plucking the 5th string, and then this shape here. So it's pretty constant. 1 and 2 and 3 and. So it's a bar of 3/4, that very first bit. Okay, so I'll show you the whole of that there. Okay, so the next bar looks like this. So let's just talk about what fingers to use. You can see that it's the same notes, obviously with a different pattern. So the notes are, your first finger is going to be on the 10th fret on that 5th string, and your little finger is going to be on this 12th fret on the 2nd string. So I'll show you there. So see that? So this is on the 10th fret, this is on the 12th fret. So what we want to do is we want to hook our fingers around, because we want to be hitting this 0 here. You don't want your fingers flat and realizing why you can't pluck that string. So you got to hook your fingers round. Okay, so I'm going to just build up this pattern with these chords. So let me just zoom in a little bit. Alright, so the first move is 1. Oh, actually, just to mention, in bold I've said use your thumb. So see, this 10 and this 0 is going to alternate using your thumb. So 5th string, the 3rd string. So your thumb's going to be like this constantly. That's sort of like laying down the foundation of like a bass line. So if I played the pattern and I take away the little high-pitched note, you'll notice that the thumb's sort of laying down that rhythm, and then this note is either on the beat or off the beat, giving it that feel. Okay, so the first, what I'm going to do is oh, actually, yeah, let's work on the first bit. So you pinch them and then hit the 3. So the timing is 1, 2, and then you're going to hit the 12th fret on the second string, so 2 and 1, 2 and, that's the timing, 1, 2 and 1, 2 and then the next note is this 10th fret, so 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then you've got the second string here, 12th fret, 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and. Okay, and the very last note in it is that 0 there, so it's 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4, and then you've got the cycle then. So I know when you look at the whole of this it looks very complicated, but it is in actual fact this little section repeated twice. So that's not as intimidating as looking at this. So I'm just going to show you half of it and just keep playing around. So 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. A common mistake with this would be to hit the first note and jump straight into that 0. Treat every note with the same timing. See, it doesn't sound quite right. It needs to be so the first 2 notes here played together need to last a bit of time, and then do the rest of the pattern. See, they're longer. Okay, so we need to tie that together. If you notice here, the first 2 lines are exactly the same. So let's just focus on here. This is what it sounds like. Twice with that. Okay, I'm going to go slow with that. I'll let you see that on a bigger screen there. To the 10-12. Okay, so that happens twice, and then you've got this section here. I'll tell you what, I'll just focus in on this bit first. So on the 5th string you want the 3rd fret, 2nd string you want the 5th fret. So it's the same shape as what happens on the 10 and 12 up here, but you're doing it on the 3 and the 5. So pluck them, and then the 0 on the 3rd string. And what happens here, I'll show you up front. This second finger goes to the 4th here, and this first finger goes down to the 1st string. So you're left with this big sort of stretch here. Pinch both of them, and then the 3rd string. So watch this. So that's your move there. So there. Second finger in on the 4th string, then this first finger can move from there down to the bottom. I'll show you what that looks like on the actual chart. So you can see here this 3 is moving to the 4 there with your 2nd finger, and then you can move your 1st finger from this 3rd fret here down to this 1st string. So obviously hit the 0 after it as well. Now the next move, I'll just show you it first here. So you're on the 5th and 7th, and then move your 2nd finger up to the 6th, drop your 1st finger down to the bottom again. So I'll show you this shape up front. Here, look, 2nd finger there. If you notice, that move there is exactly the same as this one here. So you go in here. So you're starting on the 3 and 5 there, doing this little move, and then the 5 and 7 here, and doing this little move. And what you'll notice is the bass note is going up chromatically, so in order. You got this? Oh, sorry. So if you can hear the bass note, dun, 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 dun. So it's leading up to there. Okay, so that is this bit here. Take these broken wings and learn to. Okay, now we need our Travis picking pattern, but on the 7 and the 8, so 7 on the 5th string, 8 on the 2nd string, so 1, 2 and 3 and 4, always the same counting, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So you notice how these notes are quicker, and this first one is got a full beat to itself, so 1, 2 and 3 and 4. It might help you to count the and of 1 in there, so you might go 1 and 2, so you realise that this has got the 1 and then you're coming on the 2, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That might help you to get this gap rather than just saying 1, 2 and 3 and 4, because you could accidentally go 1, 2 and 3 and 4 quite easily. Okay, so from this 7 and 8 we're going 6 and 8, so you're dropping the bass note down by a fret. So from the 7 and 8, drop the first finger down to the 6, Travis picking 1, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So let's get this little motion here. So 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, down to the 6 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. If you notice, I'm not playing anything on the when I go 1 and, nothing on the and of 1. Okay, so piecing that together. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, and then we're on to the second to last line. It is pretty much more of the same, so you go 5, 7, and this time you're descending to the 4 and 3 from the previous shape. So I'll show you that up front. So 5 and 7 there, and then do you remember the second shape that was from the 3 and 5 to there? That's what you got to jump from here to there. So 5 and 7, second finger to this 4, and then your first finger can drop down to that 3rd fret. So it's okay. So that's what we've just done there. So it's important you use your second finger here, because if you use your first finger on that 4, then you're going to have nothing to go to this 3. Right, now we want to jump back to Travis picking, and the notes are 3 on the 5th string and 5 on the 2nd string, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then we drop the 5 down to the 4th fret, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that line together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Drop the 5 down, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so the last line is carrying on with the Travis picking. It drops that shape, that 3 and 4 there. Keep that shape and drop it down a fret. So move the shape down so you're on 2 and 3. And then the next shape is the 0. So I'm just going to release the first finger, take it off, move this little finger down to the 2nd fret and do the pattern. So if you're enjoying the content that I'm creating, please subscribe, it'll help me to keep making more videos. And the very last little bit, you move that finger down again to the 1st fret, and the root note changes to the 4th string here. So it is still a Travis picking, but the root's gone from here to here. So you got to be putting your thumb on the 4th string. So, oh sorry. just feel a bit weird doing that because you've not got you've not got the gaps that you've had it all the way through. Okay, I'm going to show you this line. Oh, sorry, 2 and 3. Then to the 2, slide it to the 1, changing the root to the 4. Again there. To the 1. I'm going to put that together with this section. So hopefully you've mastered the first bit. So going 3-5 and 4-3, 5-7, 6-5, and then put your fingers on 7 and 8 and Travis bit. Move the root down to the 6, so this 5th string. Then 5-7, 4-3, so use your 2nd finger on the 4, and then 3-5. Travis picking, slide your little finger down to the 4th fret, move the whole shape down a step, little finger down to the 2 with the open 5th string, and then 1st finger and the root changing to the 4th string. So I'll do this without talking now. Okay, plenty to get your teeth stuck into there. I know it's a bit of a challenge, but just take it slow, maybe watch the video a few times. Don't worry about the singing. The singing is nice to sing over it because it's not too many syllables. It is pretty floaty, like blackbird singing at the dead of night. So when it gets to the sort of tricky picking pattern, he holds a note. So alright, hope you enjoy that. Thanks for watching. Bye.